Chelsea have absolutely smashed Liverpool right now and deservedly won the game. If I swear, if Liverpool somehow sneaked in a late goal, if Soboslai's shot would have been a goal, then I would have been so mad because when you watch Liverpool play, when you have watched Liverpool play this season and a lot of times last season also, they have not deserved to win a game, and then they have somehow, with their efficiency, with their killer instinct, they have like somehow won the game. But I truly, I it is not about that I am an Arsenal fan or I am hating on Liverpool or anything else. The team that plays better football deserves to win, and if you are a neutral watching a match, I'm not a neutral, I was supporting Chelsea. Obviously I wanted Liverpool to drop points because now Arsenal are at the top. But the thing is that they have no cohesion. They cannot play in the midfield, and Arne Slot's substitutions are absolutely crazy. He plays Kirkes. Kirkes is not working. Obviously, Kirkes is not working. He's not. You cannot replace Trent Alexander-Arnold and uh, Alan Robertson just like that. Kirkes, okay, he was a decent player at Bournemouth, but when you shift a level above, you are seeing with words, you are seeing with Isaac, you're seeing with even Eberechi as at times at Arsenal. When these players come from mid-table clubs where they are stars to these big clubs to perform consistently week in week out, it is very difficult. And for people who were assuming that okay, Liverpool are going to just walk through this league, you see their spine, they lack a lot of spine. But coming to Chelsea, the team that has played really well, and I genuinely went into the game hoping that somehow Chelsea draw the game, somehow they stick around because they have so many players injured. They have Cole Palmer injured, they have all their centre backs injured. But look at their centre back, even Achampong or whatever his name is, I cannot pronounce. Badiashile, and then these two got injured. They had to change the formation. They brought Romeo Lavia, the one I was missing, the one name I was missing from my preview when I was previewing earlier this morning. Romeo Lavia, you are bringing to your midfield, and now you have the midfield of Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, and attacking is Enzo Fernandez. The quality of midfield, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez won the game for Liverpool because wow, Caicedo strike, you will remember the strike, you'll remember the tackles, but just the technicality, the way they are comfortably passing in the midfield, and the amount of space they were finding in midfield. Liverpool, they were bypassing Liverpool midfield like it wasn't even there. The goal comes from when McAllister, who's obviously, these points are all interconnected, obviously, because both were playing against each other. So McAllister is very out of form. He's looking very out of place in that midfield, and people are running over their midfield because McAllister does not is lacking at this time the defensive instinct, the tenacious instinct where he could follow the players when getting counter attacked or people were attacking him. When he is at least he is feisty and he goes into challenges like Enzo Fernandez does, all those Argentine blood things that they do. But the thing is, he goes to chase the ball, and technically, Chelsea was so good in the midfield. They bypassed him like he wasn't even there. And then he had so much space. Liverpool's backline did not know whether to charge him or to drop. So they dropped, kept waiting, and Gaicedo shot, and it was a wonderful strike. And then Chelsea were literally controlling the whole game. It was not so difficult for them. First half they were controlling the game. The second half Liverpool came with a urgency. They brought in words. Words. His first touch in this game was lovely, very set up Salah, and then Salah shot was wide. And Salah found himself in three, four, four, five times in great positions. He cut in and he shot, and his shots were so bad. Salah was dreadful. Like one on one against defenders, he obviously has only one option right now to cross outside his boot, and if the cross is good, Alexander Isak, he delivered a good ball. Salah basically depends on his execution of shots and crosses. Basically, that is it right now. He does not have the pace anymore. He does not have the he has the pace, but it is just that he cannot dribble like he used to do. When you would remember one of those goals he scored in 2019 against Watford, where he used to dance in the box, and the four players would be lying down in the floor, and he will score. And they wouldn't even know what happened to them. Like he literally used to turn to Messi sometimes in 2019 when he was at his prime. Right now he cannot do that. He depends on his shots and crosses are still decent, but shots were dreadful. He could have scored like a prime Salah scores one goal. Like you remember, obviously his goal against Chelsea back in the day in 2019 only, I guess, when Hazard used to play and there were Hazard and Salah debates, etc., etc. But okay, coming back to I'm diverting to Liverpool a lot today, but Chelsea's depth is crazy. Like literally, you have your center backs, one center back goes, you bring in Romeo Lavia, and then you place Reece James in the midfield, in the defense, and you place Romeo Lavia in the midfield, and Enzo Fernandez advances. Then you have another center back who is injured. All these young center backs injured. You bring in Gerald Hato. Like you can literally bring Gerald Hato 35 million signing just like that because you have a lot of players in the squad and a lot of players are even injured. People talk about Arsenal's depth. Look at this depth. And then people are so harsh with that data all the time where he's supposed to win this, win that. Enzo Maresca has this amount of depth, this amount of quality on his bench. They bring in Gittins and they bring in Esteval. Though these two changed the game, and you know what changed the game? 80 minutes, Liverpool had grown into the game, and it was like, okay, now anyone can win, anyone can win. But that ball, that crazy ball from Reece James to Gittins, where he shoots. Uh, Mom, I have no idea what the Liverpool goalkeeper's name is. I'll again try to search. I cannot pronounce also, I guess. His name is Mamad Mamad Dashwil. Whatever his name is, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but he saved that. And then Esteval shot from there, the other side, and he saved again. From there, you knew that Chelsea were not afraid, they were going for it. And Slot had to agree with it that okay, we cannot win, we have to do something. And he had already made some stupid, unstabilizing, weird subs where Gravenberch was the center back and Curtis Jones had been brought up basically to press Chelsea's defense or Chelsea's midfield, etc. But to no effect. Chelsea had no issues. Yeah, they were very open. Chelsea had to take a lot of risks in this game. They could a lot of times they were getting countered, and they had 3-on-3 situations, 4-on-3 situations. Sort of they were getting dominated, but these fullbacks they have Gusto and Cucurella, such brave performances, such tiring performances. I am getting tired looking at them charging up and down the pitch all the time, all the time. So I saw heart in Chelsea's performance. I saw a lot of courage, and I saw a lot of technicality and quality in the field. Everything was there. Even the coaching was good. And I predicted that okay, Enzo Fernandez might bring in the winner, and he was so close. He was so close. I was so close to being called a genius. Nobody watches my video, but I will appreciate myself if that I told you all that he would make runs to the boxes, and I think in somewhere near the box, I think he can score arriving to the box, and he did that. He was going around Liverpool's defense with his runs, etc. Caicedo was so good from outside the box. He possessed a threat, and then overlapping runs from both sides, mostly from Cucurella's side, from left side, and then Garnacho was doing well, but I expected him to also like Gittins came and straight away he took a shot, cut and took a shot. I expect that from Garnacho also because that is one of his strengths, but he did not do that much. He tried to play safe in occasions and he was a bit hesitant, so did not like his performance a lot. And Neto is all pace, and Neto also like you saw the difference between Neto and Esteval. Esteval was threatening defenses, he was passing to the center, and the good players are not afraid to go to the middle of the pitch. Consider this is the goal. They do not care if they go here, they go here so that they can charge here. They do not go here to pass to the center back. Those sort of things I'm talking about. I don't know why I have a nail cutter with me. But anyway, so these were my points, and basically, I'm very impressed by Chelsea. And if Arsenal goes to Chelsea, then that would be a very like it would be a very tasty clash because Chelsea do not care. They showed that they are going to go for the win and they consider themselves a top team. And now if Arsenal goes there and they try to play their own football, they try to go there with their midfielders, their creativity, and they try to control the midfield. It would be a brilliant battle to watch. Rice versus Caicedo, Subimendi versus Enzo Fernandez, sort of Odegaard versus I don't know, Odegaard versus Odegaard basically is getting injured right now, so let's keep that for that when that match comes. But right now, Odegaard versus Palmer, obviously, if he is fit by then. But yeah, the centre backs are a issue for Chelsea, obviously. But my God, like Reece James literally showed in this game the ball he gave to Gittins. What a beautiful ball! I want to see that from the like the back angle, like when he passed that ball and it arrived to get Gittins' feet. So beautiful. I literally sometimes you have to say wow, like I'm sitting in my room alone watching a match, I'm lying down, it is not, nothing really impresses me in this mood in a Saturday evening or night. I'm just sleepy. But this football game, that quality of Chelsea that they showed in midfield, technicality, courage, quality, delivery to the boxes, the youngsters, it like Esteval was so happy after he scored the winner. He was giving flying kisses to everyone in the crowd. It was really good to see this Chelsea team actually, and I have developed a lot of respect for them tonight because yes, it is. That is a different topic. That Liverpool are now second, Arsenal are first, and I'm very happy because of that. Going to the international break, next 2 weeks are going to be very peaceful. I don't need to think about football that much. We are top of the table. We need to take care of ourselves. We don't need to watch other games. That is nice. That is very nice. But this Chelsea midfield, this is what I'm looking for in football games right now that I'm not finding. Even in Arsenal, like Declan Rice lacks a bit of this. The way Caicedo was, the ability to go to a position box in those tight spaces without being so scared and being in control of the ball, passing around, passing between the lines, not getting afraid of making those dangerous passes and having that control. And people call that the pausa, that you can be calm with the ball. You don't need to be a bulldozer and crush everything like Declan Rice tries to do. Even his deliveries are perfect. It is like he's a machine. But it was like Caicedo had a bit of machine in him and a bit of artistry in him, which makes him the perfect midfielder. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I'm not here saying that oh Caicedo is better than Rice or that comparison. I'm not here to do, but I was very impressed by whatever Chelsea did today. And yeah, kudos to them. They are at sixth position right now. They have won three, drawn two, and lost two, and they have lost two because they have a young side. They have a lot of injuries and they are picking up red cards. So that is natural. That is sometimes that cost Arsenal also earlier in Arteta's reign, and that is not an issue. But the way you are progressing, if you can cut down your squad and like really have a strong 20 players, even that the 20 player squad you have to send to Champions League uh, or the Premier League, then yeah, your future looks very bright. And Esteban, what a player, brilliant. And yeah, I am on one side I'm happy that Liverpool have lost, but on the other side I'm also keeping an eye on Chelsea because they are not bad. They are not bad at all. And yeah, they possess a threat. When we go there, we can also drop points like this. We will also be under a lot of pressure, and this team shows everything. Like this game, everything they showed everything. They absolutely destroyed Liverpool, and yeah, the title race is on. The mid-table clubs are doing well. Manchester United even won today. So overall, a lot of things that were exciting today happened, and yeah, it was a good way to go to international break. Tomorrow, Manchester City play. No one really is scared of them right now, but even they are Manchester City at the end of the day, so they can still come up with a win or two, which might shock other teams. Liverpool are going to play Manchester United and Manchester City after that. Let's even check Liverpool's fixture because they seem to be in trouble now. They have lost three back-to-back games. Next fixture is Manchester United, then Eintracht Frankfurt away, which going to Germany away is never a simple deal. I think Frankfurt at home, they are a free flowing team, but Liverpool can also score. But the fact that Liverpool's attack is also not firing right now might be a tricky game for them again. Brentford away is, let's see tomorrow. I'll see how Brentford actually handle big clubs. Manchester City's defense, Manchester City's attack, how they'll handle Haaland, then we'll come to a conclusion. Even in Carabao Cup, Liverpool have Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will likely play their first team, and Arne Slot will not care about AFL Cup anymore. So likely they might lose that also. Then they play Villa. I thought they play Manchester City also. Yeah, they play Manchester City as okay. So after Villa, they have a little bit of comfort. Like I cannot even call this comfortable fixtures. Brentford away, Villa at home, and Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. This is not that comfortable, but it is relatively comfortable only. If this is not comfortable, nothing is comfortable in the Premier League. So, yeah, this seems a little comfortable. But after that, they have Real Madrid and Manchester City in a matter of 4 days. So, yeah, relentless period is going to come now. Champions League fixtures are in, Champions League is going on, your Premier League is going on at the same time. So yeah, interesting times for the fans and a good time to for Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans to boost. London clubs have done well today. All the London clubs have won. Of course, West Ham have not won because they were playing a London club only. But all the big London clubs supposedly. I'm not talking about Tottenham Hotspurs. I told big London clubs. All the big London clubs have won. So yeah, basically a good another good weekend and overall very good 7 to 8 days for Arsenal Football Club. Good comeback from Chelsea Football Club and take care Liverpool Football Club because people like me are very were waiting for a long time for even not years but a year and a half to see this, to finally see your performances correlate with the results and not like you keep telling us that oh we are champions, this is what champions do. This is not what champions do. Champions dominate games and they win when they deserve to win. They don't sneak in like thieves. They are not robbers who rob points out of the teams playing well and dominating football games. So you have got your lesson. Everyone gets their lesson, and compare the narratives thrown before the last game week and compare it to now. We have gone from 8 points gap to 1 point ahead of Liverpool. So that is how life works. Keep your head down, keep on working, and learn from your mistakes like Arteta has done. And Liverpool fans will hope that Slot will also learn from his mistakes, and Wirtz will also, and a lot of other players also, who are all not performing for you right now. And I'm just very happy, and I'm just rambling right now. So bye. Let's see you with another game week, another football match, any random football match. I will preview and review all matches I will watch. So yeah, see you there. Bye.